What's up everyone, welcome to NTWANfc. In today's video we're going to review the Sunday update of eFootball and the new players that have been added, a Showtime pack, the Anticipated Standouts with Gianluigi Donnarumma, Alexander Isak and Isak Cunha. As you can see here, Konami is giving you a chance deal, a gift. Maybe you get lucky and you get one of those players. Here it is, the Showtime pack. So let's have a quick look at these players. Gianluigi Donnarumma here, the highest rated one, 101. Let's see here, it's 89 with the booster here. 196, 90 kilos. Gianluigi Donnarumma going from PSG to Manchester City. Just before the end of the transfer window here. Booster as usual, you know, the goalkeeper always saving or goalkeeper. Let's have a look at the skills here. Low punt, long throws, penalty saver. He does not have this new goalkeeper directing defense skill. You know, if you're gonna give him some additional skill, of course the high punt is going to be a good one. Fighting spirit if you want, maybe one touch pass, and through passing could always be useful here. Gianluigi Donnarumma, not one of my favorite goalkeepers in this game, but perhaps this Showtime version should be alright. But the more interesting players, of course, in this pack are Alexander Isak and Isak Cunha. As you can see, both of them, they have two player skills here. Alexander Isak with momentum dribbling and bullet header, so kind of a strange combination here. Alexander Isak, he's a taller player, as we can see here, 192, only 77 kilos, so he's a little bit on the lighter side, and a pretty decent dribbler here. So as you can see here, he plays as a striker. You can have him, if you train him, either as a second striker or a left wing forward. He's pretty decent at dribbling. I don't know if the momentum dribbling is going to be all that good, to be honest, because he's not going to be an amazing dribbler. But I guess for a tall guy, he's going to be a little better than, let's say, you know, a Jan Koller, I guess. And he's got that bullet header, and we know how effective this skill is. So for the booster, you know, striker instinct, that's the one that I would recommend here. For Alexander Isak, let's have a look at the skills here. He's got scissor feint, cut behind and turn, soul control, momentum, dribbling, heading, bullet header, long range curler, acrobatic finishing, one-time shot, and outside curler. So if you're going to get this guy, you definitely want to give him aerial superiority. He doesn't have that, and he's a 192 player, so you know, you definitely want him to be able to get the best out of his aerial chances, especially because he's got heading and bullet header. I would go also for fighting spirit. Very, very useful for the strikers to be able to resist the pressure from the defenders. And then I would probably go for a one-touch pass. And let's see here. What else could you go? You could go with some shooting skills. Now he's got soul control. You know, you could try the double touch and flip flap to give him the double touch level 3. It's going to take 2 slots. Perhaps that's a good one, especially because he's got that momentum dribbling. So if you want to take advantage of his momentum dribbling, perhaps you would want to give him the double touch level 3. So let's have a look now at the other player, Isak Cunha, also going to Manchester United during the transfer window. He's got blitz curler and acceleration burst. I'm not sure exactly why blitz curler. I don't know that he's a player that is that known for his long range shooting, but you know, whatever. Let's see here, creative playmaker, 87 rated, offensive midfielder, and 184, 75 kilos. He can play very much everywhere if you give him some position tokens here, but probably the offensive midfielder here, because he's a creative playmaker, is going to be his best position here. But he doesn't have really very high passing stats. It seems that he's probably going to be a all-around type of player. So let's see here, booster 1, offense creator. I would say booster 2, probably something like fantasista, maybe technique, ball carrying, passing. It would all be good for him, even striker instinct. Let's see the skills now. Double touch, Marseille turn, soul control, acceleration burst, long range curler, blitz curler, dipping shot, long range shooting, one-time shot, and through passing. So, I feel like it would have been better to give Isak Cunha the blitz curler and the momentum dribbling instead of giving him acceleration burst. And it would have been better to give to Alexander Isak acceleration burst and bullet header. It would have made more sense. I'm not sure why they did it that way. And, that's going to be part of the reason why I don't really recommend you guys to be doing this pack. So when it comes to the additional skills, here he's got the double touch and soul control. You want to give him flip flap to be able to do the double touch level 3. Let's see what else here. He's got long range curler, long range shooting. You want to give him acrobatic finishing, that's for sure. And because he's going to be an offensive mid, once again, one touch pass, one of the most important skill to give to anyone. You want to be able to play one touch football pretty much with all the players that you're going to have on the field. And then I would go with the passing skills, through passing, weighted pass, and he's got through passing already. So I guess weighted pass, I would probably go with the pinpoint crossing also for him. And, the last one, pretty much up to you. But, not the greatest pack. And it makes sense, of course, because we still have the pack with Rooney and Rio Ferdinand here going on for another 3 days. So until the midweek update. And as a reminder, guys, this is the pack that you want to do when Rooney, Rio Ferdinand, 2 of the best players in game at this point on this Manchester United pack. So when it comes here, well, actually we have a chance deal. So let's do the chance deal from Konami. Let's see, maybe we get lucky and we get one of these guys. Let's get that here and let's spin and see if we can get something. It is a highlight player. Unfortunately, not one of those anticipated standouts. It is who? Nicolo Cambiaghi. I don't even know who this guy is. I don't even know what club that is. Bologna. Well, we will take it. We'll probably erase him sometime along the way. So not a lot of content, of course, here in this Sunday update, this new anticipated standout pack. And here, Italian club is now the event theme for this week. 5-star nominee contract. If you play against the AI and a position token, if you play the PvP as usual, 3 random skill tokens and 50 eFootball coins. So that is it, guys, for this review of the Sunday update. Not much. We're going to be waiting until the midweek update to see if there is something interesting, maybe another new legend. But I guess, because they came out with Ferdinand and Rooney, it's going to be on the lighter side this week. They're probably going to wait a couple of weeks before we see one of these big legends, but we know in the month of November they're going to release a bunch of legends. So, and perhaps they're going to be starting very soon because we're already mid-October. So get ready for now, and from now until the end of the year we're going to have a lot of new player going to be released. We know there's going to be Alexander Pato, there's going to be Rafa Marquez, and perhaps we're going to have some surprises with some more big names. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like, and I will see you all on the next one. Peace.